I have seen one common theme in the people who want to switch their job or who want to transition their role from the current skill set to another skill set. And that common theme, that common mistake is delaying the interview. So basically, many people, what they are doing is they think that they are not yet ready for the interview because they don't know X, Y, Z topics. So they keep on preparing for that. By the time they prepare those topics, something else comes, and this endless journey basically continues, and this results in loss of opportunities. At the same time, I don't recommend you to start applying without any preparation as well. But then how you would know that now you are ready for the interviews and now is the best time to start applying for the jobs in the market. Hi guys, my name is Rohit and I have been working as a data scientist from last 10 years. And during this tenure, I have hired multiple data scientists. So in this video, I will share with you my experience that how you would know that now you are ready for the job interviews and this is the best time to start applying for the job applications. Let's get started. So when it comes down to applying for the jobs and doing a job switch, I would say that there are three types of personas within the candidates. The first persona is, these are the people who would just create some form of CV and without any preparation for the interview, they would start applying for the roles. This is the first persona. The second persona is basically of people who do good preparation for the interviews, and once they feel that okay, there are 70%, 80% ready, they would start applying for the jobs. And the third persona is basically of people who would keep on preparing for the interviews endlessly, trying to become 100% ready for the interviews. And this is the third persona. Now let's see which of these three options is the right option when you want to apply for any job. So when it comes down to the first option, so basically starting job applications without any preparation and then figuring out within your interview journey that where you need some improvement, where you have to prepare more, I won't recommend this approach as well. There is no point in starting job applications without any preparation because then 100% chance or near 100% chance is there that you would get rejected in initial 5 to 6 interviews. And when that happens, that rejection would definitely impact your confidence as well. So I won't recommend you to start job applications without any preparation. Now, before I explain the second persona, I would jump to the third persona. These are people who are preparing endlessly for the interview. So for example, within data science, I have seen people that know everything. They would know all the machine learning models. They would be very comfortable in Python and SQL programming, but they are not applying for the jobs because they think that they are not yet comfortable with deep learning and natural language processing. So you don't need these technologies in every job role within data science. Okay. So what they would do is they would then start applying only when they are ready, but that is not going to happen. By the time they finish it, something new would come. Let's say generative AI. And then they start thinking, okay, I don't know generative AI. So I should prepare generative AI first. And only then I would start the job applications. So this endless journey keeps on happening. Then they think that they have to know something from the big data as well. They would do that. So basically these people would keep on looking at the job descriptions and they think that they should apply for the job or they should start their job applications only when they are 100% clear of the JD and they know most of the factors which are given in that particular JD. I won't recommend you this kind of approach as well. There is no point in staying in job preparation or interview preparation phase endlessly. Now, what is the right approach? So basically the right approach is when you feel that you are 70%, 80% ready, at that time you have to start applying for the job because in that you're already ready with the interview preparation. You're already confident about the topics. So you can start applying. But the main problem is how you would know that you are now 70%, 80% ready to start applying for the jobs. How you would know that? So let's discuss about that now. So to decide whether now you're ready to start applying your jobs or not, the first factor is your CV up to date? So have you added all your projects in the right way in your CV? Have you updated your LinkedIn profile? This is the first factor. There is no point in starting job applications without the right kind of a CV. Once you are ready with that, the second factor that you have to check is, are you comfortable explaining all the projects which are written in your CV? Because when it comes down to the interviews, 50% of the time in your interview would be spent in discussing about the factors, discussing about the projects which are mentioned on your CV. So if you're comfortable about discussing the projects in your CV, then I would say that you're already 50% ready for the interview. Now the next factor after that is you have to find out in the projects which you have mentioned in your CV, which machine learning models you have used. Let's say in the projects you have used XGBoost, random forest, and maybe some natural language processing technique. So if these are the three things which you have mainly used in your CV or in the projects mentioned in your CV, then make sure that you are able to answer all the questions related to those 4 to 5 models which are mentioned in your CV. See, there are multiple models, there are multiple techniques, and that can become like an endless preparation journey. But you have to find out what is the optimized path, which kind of questions would be asked most. So people would definitely ask you questions on the models which you have built. So if you are comfortable on the models which are mentioned in the CV, that is again a very strong sign. Then the next thing that you have to look into is programming. So are you able to solve simple and moderate level programming questions in Python and SQL? Let's say on some portal like HackerRank. Again, here there is no point in preparing endlessly with complex questions unless you are targeting the farm companies, because I don't think apart from farm companies, other companies are going to ask you a lot of complex problems into the coding. So don't get into like an endless preparation. Once you are able to solve the moderate level problems, I think you can consider that I am 70%, 80% ready. If all these factors are true, I think these are basically the signals which would tell you that you are 70 to 80% ready now, and you should definitely start applying for the jobs now. Because at this point, you have almost done most of the preparation. You are comfortable with the important things, important questions which would be discussed during the interview, and you are ready to test the market now. Then when you are applying for any job, if you want to know that whether I am ready or I am the right candidate for this job or not, one simple criteria that you can apply is, can I do the 50% of the tasks which are mentioned in the job description? If yes, you are ready for that particular job. Because when the job descriptions are created by the companies, they would put in everything which is happening in that particular team in that job description. And if you ask even any one person in that team, you won't find even a single person in a team who knows everything which is mentioned in that JD. That can happen in most of the teams. So you don't have to be worried that, okay, in this JD, I'm aware about only 50 to 60% of the things which are mentioned. Am I the right candidate for this job or not? Don't worry about it. Just apply for that job, even if the 50% things mentioned in that JD, you know already. So these are the criteria you can apply, guys, to know that whether you are ready on your own, on your preparation, as well as this is the right job for you or not. If you do this, you would start applying for the jobs at the right time. So basically the right time is the time when you are spending some time in the preparation, but at the same time not making it like an endless journey. And if it's possible for you, before you start your applications, try to get your CV reviewed from the industry experts. Try to go through the mock interviews with the industry experts. If you do that, that would give you significant advantage, because if your CV is in the right state, that would help you to get more interview calls. Then if you have done 1 or 2 mock interviews with the industry experts, that would help you to crack more interviews, because you would already know the complete feedback, because no interviewer in the real interview is going to share with you the complete feedback, that where you are doing well, where you are going wrong. So that's where the mock interviews would help you. So I hope you got clarity today that when you should think that you are ready for the job interviews and when is the right time to start applying for the jobs in the market. Thanks for watching the video and all the best for your job search. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.